right about there. Turn off the engine.
Engine powering down.
Up. Eject you out for repairs. Scanned a Reaper? Absolutely. Not the first time I met it. I scanned a Ghost the first time I met that. I had to go back for a Reaper, I think. Its little lore thing congratulates you for getting close enough to scan it, which I thought was pretty funny. And I have at least 2 confirmed kills on them, yes. Maybe 3, I don't know. I lost count. Makes me sound way cooler than I really am.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I'll make a couple. And then to make the blue tablet, another ion cube and 2 kyanite. Which I'll also make. Because you never know. Alright. Water filtration. That's doing its thing. I can make the thrust upgrade on the prawn, I think, by now, right? Yeah, crystalline sulfur, 4 titanium, another nickel. For titanium. Nickel? Yeah. Is this game better than Fortnite? Not really a comparison to make. Grab that. Actually, you know what? I'll put it in the prawn. The med kit. Which is back on. The Fortnite single player is quite good. I like that. The multiplayer I'm not really a fan of, but it's not my kind of game. Okay, plenty of water, tablets, health, and emergency food just in case also. The jump jet upgrade I'll put on it. The egg we can put away. Was there anything else that I needed crystal and sulfur for that I can now make that I wasn't able to before? Another depth module, right? No. Nope. Okay, I'd like to think there's maybe a torpedo I could do. But I guess that gets stored away as precious then. Hello, fish tank. Oh man, every time there's so much stuff in here. Alright, welcome to the family. Enjoy. It's oof, chilly up here though. Man, I don't know. Did a floater get latched on a camera? What's the story with that one? It's so high up. Have I seen how the planted creep vine seeds look? So far, they look just normal. Am I just like, is it so far away that I just don't have good vision anymore? Is that what's happening? Okay. I mean, damn, they're really carrying this guy. Jeez. Oh yeah, that looks... Yeah. Oh, it's from the other scanning room. Ah. This looks better. Ew. Ew. Oh, you're very ill. Ugh. You can interact with any camera. That's neat. I didn't know you could do that. Okay. I was curious about this guy up here that looks like he's just like flying in the midair. Ugh. Okay. We're okay to head back, I think. Which I'll do. I'll probably just be streaming for a bit less than an hour or so, I think. I guess I should check batteries too. Repair tool could use a swap. You're not done yet? No. Okay. I don't think there's anything else to do here. Oh yeah, try the not heat knife. Can I even make another? Yeah, okay. A rubber and a titanium. Just because I'm not sure if the like the lava shark things that are down there, I feel like they might be kind of immune to the heat knife, which would totally make sense. Yeah, that's charged enough. So we'll try that out. Okay. Out we go. It could be they just have an absolute load of life.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Bring this guy over. We'll install the prawn upgrade when I'm over there. Why don't I bring food with you so if you run out of food or water, you just eat it? Because I've got a bunch of food on the Cyclops. And salted food, I'd need to bring an awful lot of it. Like a bunch of it. And there's already fish swimming around that I could just cook and eat right there on the spot, generally. So that's not as much priority as it is to bring water with. Welcome back, Cyberdingus. What'd you miss? I don't know. When did you leave? I opened another portal. Is this the right way? Yeah, there's the island. I'm looking for... yeah, this backside of it. Because that beacon there, it's good and fine. Don't need it anymore. We powered up a portal. I just have to figure out how to get back to the blue facility now from where I am. Yeah, that shouldn't be too bad though, because I've got the I got a beacon for that. Jesus Christ. The plants rot like super quick. At least any of the plants that I had tried. Where was your moon pool at? Wasn't it? Ah, right here. Okay. That was pretty close. Okay. I don't think this fits. This looks a bit narrow. Whew. Oh, wow. Sort of only just.
Engine powering down.
Taking on a bit of water. And upgrades. We'll take off. I don't think I need the storage module on, because you come with the storage that's generally plenty big enough for what I'm doing. I'm not doing like a mining operation, so that'll be all right. So the hull reinforcement, the depth module, the jump jet upgrade, and the thermal reactor. That'll be fine. And we'll drop off the storage module. Put it here so I don't forget. Grab more water, because why not? Never know. And then top myself off and we'll head out. All right. So. It seems significantly more powerful. The jump jets. Was that this back room, right? Yeah. All right. It could get cold, bring a sweater. Okay. You never know. That way I'll have it. You know, just like a little quick throw-on jacket. You never know. That's fair. Some sunscreen. A couple backup pairs of glasses. Okay, so I'm after this new facility, Bacon, and then over to the 13 to 14. Although there was 2 ways down, I don't quite remember where the other one was. Oh my god. This jump jet is like way more powerful. Sort of. Did I not explore all of it? The other way just led to another exit. Finish my plate, eat my vegetables. You don't have to tell me to eat my vegetables. I love vegetables. Where the okay, just land somewhere. Just land, recharge. Get back up here. Oh my god, so much power. It's not there. It's not on this side. What do I not like eating? Probably cat shit. I can't imagine I'm very fond of that. Not sure. You've never used the jump jets before having the upgrade for it? How's that possible? So clearly this isn't just another exit. Because I would have found it just then. Who the hell serves you cat shit? Nobody. That's what I'm saying. I imagine. Yeah, it is another exit. There's 2 exits and somehow I managed to miss this one. I don't know. I was too low maybe. Finish mining the cubes? Do I need that many? Or are we just being pedantic at this point? Is apparently a hallway somehow. Okay. Like this guy. Oh.
Fossil data. Integrating new PDA data.
Fossil data recorded from the volcanic rock that was excavated to construct the alien power facility. It has been possible to extrapolate a number of key trends. Genetic divergence. The aliens recorded data on indigenous organic remains originating between 10,000 and 1,000 years ago. The life forms on record feature an unusually low overlap with those encountered so far on 4546b. Extinction event. Soil samples from 1,000 years ago contained 300% higher concentrations of organic remains than the soil average. Data supports a mass extinction event killing off a majority of species and forcing rapid adaptation among many of the survivors. Okay. Well, I did make a couple. Alien thermal plant. The system is directly converting local thermal energy into electric current at 90% efficiency. Most of this energy is being stored in battery-like devices within the plant itself, each of which holds enough to power a small city for a year. Some of it, however, is being drained off, presumably as it is distributed to other facilities on the planet. It appears to be fully automated, and given the current understanding of the mechanisms involved, uninterruptible. Yeah, I don't know if it's safe to just run in there. Ion power data.
Integrating new PDA data.
It has been possible to extract useful information.
Ion power blueprints from alien data. Blueprints stored to databank.
Extract useful information regarding alien ion power. Ion cubes are grown artificially from a mineral substance and are treated to remain in a stable state despite the huge ionic energy contained within. By installing an ion cube in an appropriate device, this energy can be released as electrical power. Using this knowledge, it has been possible to synthesize new battery and power cell blueprints with which leverage advanced ionic energy to last considerably longer. About 5 times longer, it turns out. So I've got those now. Can I have an ion-powered light stick? Ion... Yeah, ion battery and ion power cell. Ion gold silver. Pretty easy. And 2 iron batteries and silicon rubber. Okay. Neat. And I'm not convinced that this is safe, so I'm gonna save first.
Integrating new PDA data.
Power router in the thermal plant is distributing energy.
Facility location updated. Volcanic area connected to this cave system at depth 1.4 kilometers.
Primary containment facility location updated. This is the one that I was already in. Self-warping quarantine enforcement units 5%. Can I shut them down? No. Okay. Well, cool. Oh, and I can't get my tablet back.
Welcome,
Bullshit.
Captain.
Okay. So now I'm okay to leave, yes? God, you just get caught on an edge and it's like, I don't know where to put you anymore. Oops. Is this the right way? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, this seems right. Just make sure I'm home at 8. Okay, remind me to say my pleases and thank yous and stuff, because I'll just suddenly forget and just be an asshole or something. I don't know. Yoink. Okay. So. This is looking promising. Is that other way down? So that is like... It's right there. Man, I was really lucky in finding that. Holy shit. And dude's not around, apparently. Never mind. You've never been on this building yet, you're curious. Okay. Let's see what happens. Why are lights always so loud?
Translating local alien broadcast. Warning, vaccine development program terminated. Emperor egg hatching project terminated. Live specimens terminated. Evacuate immediately.
I don't want to evacuate an ion cube fabricator. Excuse me. This device appears to be the origin of the raw mineral that forms the base of the ion cubes, which powers smaller alien systems. Likely drawing power itself from the main thermal plant, this device may present an almost limitless source of energy. Huh? Okay. So I could just, like, continuously mine this thing. Like, oh, it probably takes a bit to respawn, right? I mean, I'll grab a few more, I guess. I don't know. I got room for it. This for Minecraft, we could build a base out of glowing energy cubes. Hell yeah. Alright. So, what do we got here? Translation device. Linguistic data from over 1,000 different languages. The core may allow alien text to be read and translated. Analysis of the onboard data reveals a number of ancient Earth languages, and the term CHBC Live appears many times in the device's data. Its import is unclear. Seems to be configured to translate into the designer's language. It will not work the other way around. Nanobots. Advanced nanobot inside this seemingly empty case. The bots are substantially smaller than any developed within the Federation, and it is not possible to ascertain their exact function. It would, however, be unwise to release them. Okay. Unusual box. Organic matter particulator. Contains highly unstable radioactive isotope, likely to destroy all organisms exposed to it while leaving physical structures intact. Although it would function perfectly well as a weapon, it was more likely used to sterilize spaces for later inhabitation. Without instructions, it would be unwise to interact with it. A lot of shit in here. A tracking implant, high bandwidth signal consistent with alien transmissions intercepted elsewhere. Exterior DNA indicates it was once implanted inside of one of the life forms indigenous to 4546b. Size suggesting the subject was a Leviathan-class organism. Beyond tracking and broadcasting its location, the implant may also have recorded biological data on the subject. However, that cannot be retrieved. And it's already back. That's pretty quick. Alien building block. Rock-like object features organic as well as mechanical parts, and there's some genetic and technological crossover with the design of self-warping constructs encountered elsewhere. It appears to serve no purpose in its current state and is awaiting some kind of activation sequence. Materials such as this may have been a fundamental building block of the aliens' technology or even the aliens themselves. A rudimentary tablet. The scanner is insane. It knows everything. The device shares many similarities with the tablets used to access the alien facilities, although its structure is rather less complex. It may have served a similar purpose, granting security access and storing relevant data, and was thus kept here as a form of legacy support. A circular object. Holographic projector. Device contains a network apparatus and holographic projection unit. Likely uses communications relay, capturing and projecting the image of the user to a remote location. No other devices in range. And a cool statue. Unpowered, suggesting it served a ceremonial rather than practical purpose. Pyramid resembles vines, spiraling upwards towards a warm blue stone mounted above it. It may represent a plant found on the aliens' homeworld, a building of religious import, or the gravitational pole of their home solar system. Carving hundreds of thousands of years old and made from an unrecognizable natural fiber grown on an unknown planet, bears a striking resemblance to the old Earth yin-yang symbol. Two competing theories may explain the similarity. One, aliens visited the Earth prior to the 4th century BC and influenced development of ancient Chinese philosophy. Or two, the concept of yin and yang is universal, since yin and yang describes a fundamental interdependency of seemingly opposite forces that may be necessary existential understanding in some form and all sufficiently developed civilizations. The tapering of two circles, union, and opposed to infinitesimally small points, the finite, in what is one logical way to represent this understanding, oh goodness, and may have been developed independently by species other than humans. Alright. Door number 1. Oh, hey, you're not peaceful. It bit me. Another gate. Where do you go? Lava lizard egg discovered. I'm sure that'll get along just fine with the others in the tank. I might know where you lead. Yeah. No. Oh, No. No. Go away. Okay, somewhere on the ocean. Okay, cool. I might know where this is. Maybe. Because I found a place like that a long while ago that was just like some random ass cave. And I was able to put in the tablet and open it up, and there's just a portal in there and nothing else. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Alright, door number 2. Oh man, door number 2 is complicated. Ah, the peepfish. An outflow pipe. The alien vents lead down to here. Enzyme host peepers leaving the containment facility. The outflow pipes are filled with peepers traveling back towards the surface. Specimens show no symptoms of infection. They're scanned carrying enzyme 42, which data suggests inhibits the bacterium. Stomach cavities are otherwise empty, suggesting they may have been purged the contents before entering the pipes. If peepers have evolved to distribute the enzyme via the pipe network, this may explain part of the mechanism by which life on 4546b has survived since the bacterial outbreak. Ugh, my fish tank is cooler. Are you also one I can scan? No? Okay. And the inflow pipe. The pipes drawing water into the containment facility are filled with peepers arriving from the surface. They show no signs of distress. The scanned all have consumed high quantities of seeds and organic matter from the surface. Some specimens are beginning to show signs of infection. Yeah. Because whenever I found one of those alien vent things, there'd always just be a shitload of peepers around it, and they'd just like, they'd get sucked in, and then they'd fly out, and they'd have that shiny stuff all around them, which I later discovered to be the enzyme. I was like, oh, they're using that to etc., and stuff. Neat. And if I were to go down there, yeah, okay. So, yoink this.
Integrating new PDA data.
Water flowing to and from the primary containment facility is being automatically controlled independently of other safeguards. Data on the water composition has been recorded. Inflow. Water is being drawn from different biomes around the surface of the planet. The water temperature is considerably lower than its volcanic environment outside the facility, while microorganism and nutrient counts are substantially higher. Oxygen-deprived water is being flooded from the system and recycled back to the surface. Yeah. Oh, I brought water with.
Vital signs.
Go me! Oh, are peepers around the on the cover? I never actually looked at the cover art for this game. I went into it so blind. I didn't even read the box. These peepers look odd. They don't look like normal peepers. They look a bit disgruntled. No, go away. Wah. There's nothing down here? Alright. Oh yeah, that still suit thing, that's right. It like recycles your fluids to keep you hydrated. I think I'd probably end up using this anyway because it's got additional armor and thermal protection. They're on a mission, that's just serious look. They're determined. Like, I gotta get that enzyme. It's my duty. Okay, peeper. Don't let me stand in your way. Don't do it. Don't jump. No! Another one. Ah, yeah. Only 4 flavors of fluid. That's right. Well, no. At least 4. Depends on the version of the still suit. Full shadow. The camera's 6. 700 meters west of the base. Okay, this is just some other cave. Okay. Sure. I might head back through and beacon those. So then if I ever need to come back here for ion cubes or something, I know several decent entry points for it. And that's that side. This place is big. Ain't got enough. Right, I'm not going through yet, though. I'll go back through with beacons or something, I guess. I don't know.
This room appears to be a biological archive storing more than 40 indigenous egg specimens in different states of development.
40 eggs. That's a few more than what I've got. That's kind of okay. That's not bad. It's a fine room. See Emperor Leviathan research data. Okay. Looks a bit like the fire dude, but more blue. Specimen size categories have been adjusted upward to accommodate this species. Feeding and digestion. Alien research data indicates that despite its size, this species feeds entirely on microorganisms it filters from the water, which themselves depend on a complicated ecosystem of plant and animal life. Reproduction, large ovary-like organs are carried in the creature's mental section, suggesting that, like other species on this planet, it produces eggs. However, internal scar tissue indicates probable infertility. The Emperor manufactures enzyme 42 within its stomach cavity to break down its food and will occasionally expel it into the surrounding waters. This substance was found to neutralize the effects of the bacterium, and its presence in the ecosystem today would explain how life on the planet survived the outbreak. It would remain to be explained by what mechanism the enzyme is being delivered. And comparative analysis of size and metabolic rates indicates the specimen captured by the researchers was approximately 1,600 years old. Extents of internal and external scar tissue suggested it had lived well in excess of the peak lifespan for its species. While a healthy emperor specimen may have held some potential as a cure, it is unlikely that any research subjects survived quarantine procedures. A couple of these eggs are quite large. I want that one. Okay, nothing to scan though. Just the data about the Leviathan. Okay. Which one would make the best omelet? Probably not the one with a giant eyeball on it, but that's just a theory. And here's number 4. Four gates. Crash fish eggs. Be a bit peppery, wouldn't it? Ah, good thing I made another one. However, what do you have down here first? Oh, that's where I came from. Right, of course, never mind. Oh yeah, there is that also. Yeah, that first.
Integrating new PDA data.
An indigenous Leviathan species was found to produce a unique substance referred to as enzyme 42, which inhibited the systems of the Kara bacterial infection and other indigenous organisms. It was captured and contained in a purpose-built habitat for further study, went to great lengths to provide for the lifeform's environmental needs, including the import of interdependent flora and fauna via an on-site warp gate. However, its health quickly deteriorated. When quarantine was imposed, all warp gates and force fields were sealed. All attempts to develop the enzyme into a vaccine have been unsuccessful. A preserved fetus. Cool. Found preserved in a display case, it was likely a child of the adult specimen contained within the facility. Superficial damage to the specimen indicates it was artificially removed from its egg casing. Stunted tissue development suggests the organism expired during the removal process. Tissue samples have been taken from the digestive tract. It appears the aliens were attempting to formulate a cure for the bacterium from enzymes produced in the specimen's digestive system. Without a young, healthy specimen, these efforts were in vain. Okay. And there's the egg. Well, you guys were talking about omelets. Yeah, I got a little bit hungry. Jeez. Formed from thick layers of carbon composite, suggesting an extensive gestation period. This Leviathan species may give birth just once per century, perhaps just once in their lifetimes. Precise incisions suggest a laser-based tool was used to cut open the egg casing and forcibly remove the fetus inside prior to full gestation. Time pressure to develop a bacterial vaccine may have driven the alien researchers to cut open this egg and remove the fetus for study. Also possible that, removed from its parent and natural habitat, some vital condition for the infant to hatch naturally was not met. Probably both. Okay. So, food. What? It's okay. I'm not going down there yet. Shit, this facility is so excitable. Did I bring the food? Yes, I did. I'll eat this now.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Cool. Because I could just take a portal and find a fish out there, but I'm lazy. Big room. Moon pool? It's a hell of a moon pool room. This is fancy as fuck. Let's bring my suit before I just go jumping in there. I'll jump in with the suit. I'll jump with the suit. I'm scared.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Whee! No, why did you jump over? Holy shit. Hi?
Are you here to
No.
play?
No, not really.
Others came here once. They built these walls. They played alone. They bored me. Now they're gone. And instead, we have you. We are curious whether you swim with the current or fight against it as they did.
Okay. So you're cool then.
Detecting unusually passive behavioral patterns in nearby predators. Reason unknown.
Let me scan you. Can I scan you? Curious what my PD would have to say about something that shouldn't actually exist right now, because I think you died off. Oh, come on, come
Environment
on.
scans indicate the water here is rich with a rare plankton-like life form, which depends on the organic detritus produced by the ecosystem around it.
The capybara of giant sea creatures makes other animals around here cool too. Yeah, no
Unlike
scan.
other alien facilities, scans indicate this
Okay.
location supports a diverse and healthy ecosystem. Explanation unclear at this time.
Well, shit, I'll build a base down here. Hell yeah. Sea Emperor eggs. Shell uncommonly strong shell lining, organic growth on the exterior suggests these eggs may be hundreds of thousands of years old. Alien devices penetrate the outer shell layer, likely designed to supply them with nutrients and to isolate them from the surrounding environment. Amniotic sac, like many eggs on 4546b, these do not contain a nutrient supply, which is slowly exhausted by the embryo. Instead, they exist in a form of natural stasis, awaiting appropriate hatching conditions. There is a high genetic match between these organisms and the Leviathan in the vicinity. They appear to be stable and healthy. It's likely the ideal hatching conditions for the eggs vary considerably from ideal survival conditions for the parent. Hi? Just looking. Hatching enzymes. The Emperor specimen's eggs are attached to some form of incubator. In a normal life cycle, it seems likely that the sea emperors would have buried their eggs in shallower waters where different organic materials in the soil would have triggered a hatching response. The incubator suggests the aliens had resorted to developing artificial hatching enzymes which would simulate the egg's natural hatching environment, but were unable to discover the formula. With extensive information on the sea emperors themselves, it may still be possible to fabricate an artificial hatching enzyme using indigenous ingredients. However, the only surviving source of that information may be the sea emperor itself.
My young need to hatch, to play outside this place. We have been here so long. The others built a passage to reach the world outside. I asked them for this freedom, but they could not hear me. If you help us, I will give you freely what the others tried in vain to take.
Well, I don't have any hatching enzymes, so, yeah. And this portal, I assume, doesn't work? Nice. Cool. Thanks. Well, careful with that. Jesus Christ.
With the passage you have opened, my young can leave this place. But first they must feel the time is right and break free of their shells. This is what the others could not force from me. To you, I give the secret willingly.
New blueprint synthesized. Hatching enzymes.
New blueprint acquired.
I have a lot of this already. Okay. Bam again! Ah, fuck, that works out. Goddamn magnificently. Alright. Yeah, I've got a lot of that stuff, but the rest of it... I think I know where to maybe collect it. if I've not already collected it slash disposed of it, I've very likely then have scanned the thing and I could probably find where it is.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online. Engine powering up.
So we'll head back, and then I'll end it there. And we'll do the search for materials then another time. Easy. Rip. Rip that guy.